moving towards mid. RTK, I think, getting nervous. They don't have vision on the enemy supports right now. In fact, the work that they have, you really see the lanes, and there's nobody laning top. Only S4 currently visible on the map. Kroki wraps around towards mid, gets the lane ward down. If nothing else, getting them some vision as well. RTK looking for the ancient stacks. Kuro may run into him, but he's alone for now. He needs backup if he wants to get this kill. The ping's coming out. They're going to try to close the gap. RTK even surges forward, and it's right into a cask. Oh, the aggression. It might be too much. The cask not bouncing back. Can he get the neutral deny RTK? He wants it, but S4 says no. Shuts the door and takes down RTK. And that was a level 5 Darkseer at 6 minutes. Pretty high level of experience, and well, 300 experience swing the other way.
Yeah, and it just makes it even easier for S4 to lane against the Templar Assassin mid. He's not even doing a bad job. He doesn't really have any more jungle stands to go back on, but it is naturally harder for the TA to go for that. She can eventually rely on this ancient stack, but as you saw, I mean...
Oh, they're going on mid.
Pressuring it.
S4 in trouble. There's the meld strike. They have it in the background. Puppey looking to hang on for now. They'll let CTY take the tower. Does he get another trap and go for this? He decides it's too risky. DDC was wrapping around as well, but they keep S4 healthy. They're going to get a sentry down in the lane once again. The raises forcing the wave out and buying S4 the time he needs to heal up, but not to be deterred. This is something we've seen more and more as the tournament goes on. The aggressive moves from Gyrocopter. ZYF deep behind enemy lines. If S4 stops for this camp, oh,
he's going to actually run behind him.
S4, it came from behind. Oh, ZYF making the plays. This is how Secret normally play. They really push it to the limit with their farm advantage. We saw it a lot through the group stage, but eHome have been reading that, and they're looking to punish it, and now they want Puppey. Graves about to cool down here, but he's so much on his own. Even if he gets the Grave off, he won't. CTY looks to lop his head off, but it's actually DDC, the man to get the last hit. It's
that ward down here that isn't in vision of the sentry. Secret just naturally assumed if there was going to be a ward, it'd be on top of this cliff. It's just out of range. He just spotted him all the way through.
Or even more in the middle of the lane. You've got the sentry there as well, but both sentries just missing. They're chasing a bit for more. Uh-oh, Kuro in danger here. The cat's bouncing. Beautiful bounces from Kuro, but a follow-up trap, and they continue pursuit. In comes the anti-mage. RTK fairly low on money. He's going to surge his way forward. Still healthy in terms of HP, and they silence RTK, and they focus some time. 5 seconds to go. The Grave, I don't know if it's enough. He runs the other way. Last on attack, and they get out of blink. He makes it. RTZ survives. They surge. No vacuum. And now the turn. S4 marching back.
He's got the move speed advantage.
There's the casket. It's going to bounce once to CTY. That's all they need for DDC. One more auto attack. They pound him down. RTK also forced to run. Secret bouncing right back. They could have gone for an easier support kill, but they thought they had the bigger one. That juicy anti-mage and the well-timed Grave and the Blink just cooling down. eHome, they get thwarted in their effort for the bigger kill.
And that was perfectly timed, and if they had been successful with that, they could have denied RTZ a lot of time, could have made it incredibly hard for him to get back into the jungle. But with that play, all of Secret rotating down just to be able to protect their anti-mage and that jungle. The Grave was perfectly timed. RTZ waited out that blink for as long as he possibly could, manages to TP out at the last second instead of just running away, which I think was the correct decision. But CTY is going to do some...
Oh, they want S4 now. This one's going to be hard to escape from. Call down hits him once. He turns for the raise. He does bring RTK to a 3rd HP, but that's not enough for the kill. eHome. Again, the Gyrocopter really showing his flexibility here, Blitz. He can do it all. He can farm the stacks. He can pressure towers way earlier than a hero like Anti-Mage, and he can also take these fights, giving CTY time to clear out the Ancients. And the Radiant squad actually had vision of this, but they just don't feel like they have the levels or items they need to engage. The big one that it's going to be a while, and the analyst mentioned that this would be a hard game for Zai. It really hasn't been a great one so far. He's level 6, but the Blink's still 1,600 gold away, and without that, it's tough for Secret to initiate.
Yeah, what they're waiting right now is on eHome to overextend like they did at that bottom push, where they can catch them out, run them down, but I mean, that does rely on eHome getting over-aggressive, and it's hard for Secret to really catch anybody out pre-Blink Dagger Axe. I think that's kind of the weakness of their lineup. They have a lot of counter-initiation, but their initiation game is incredibly weak, but they are putting a lot on RTZ right now. Because if this anti-mage gets incredibly farmed, they realize the type of position they're in. They can just play the split push game.
He's done it before. He really has. We've seen a lot of impressive anti-mage games out of RTZ, and I would say it's probably the hero he played the most coming into TI as well in pub, so definitely something he's been practicing and expected to use quite a bit here.
Yeah, he ran into me in like 30 pub games or something like that. Something absurd when I was on my Smurf.
Well,
every single game was anti-mage.
That is what you get for being a dirty Storm picker.
What a great hero counter. Press one button, kill Storm. Lol. Great stuff, RT.
Wow.
No salt here.
Yeah, you're so salty. It's coming out of your pores, my friend.
We just flame each other now whenever we pick heroes.
Yeah. Well, you're hero pickers, so you both...
You gotta be a random player nowadays to get respect.
Yeah. And even then, if you random a good hero, you lose them.
Exactly.
You have to random bad heroes.
I just happen to random Storm a lot, but
yeah, well,
eHome right now, trying to put pressure on this mid tower. CTY here by himself. Pearl's gonna go
the
for
cask. It's not going to bounce at all, though, and with that, any chance of a kill is gone. And it's about to be it's closing in on that next nighttime. You may see some moves coming out from eHome. You can already see the more aggressive trap placement in conjunction with these wards, and actually a very unique one in the trees here near the Radiant Tower mid. Not something you see often, but it's a cool trap to see a support trying to back somebody up. And as you said, Secret, they want eHome to come to them. And what do you know? eHome are coming to them, but will this end the way they're hoping? That's the question that remains to be seen.
Yeah, and one of their crucial disables, maybe their only real disable, DBC, is at this top lane right now. And it's not easy.
He wants his level 6. He really does. There's the trap coming in mid that denies there. S4 with a good start to the fight. TP's going to come, but Calldown was ready for this. Arteezy runs away. It only connects on Kuro, and now they pound in the side with the Rocket Barrage. Almost had his health gone. Lanham surrounded, though, in between two. Not that tanky anymore. Even Arteezy going to get involved, but this leaves S4 to the Wolves. There's the Grave. Well placed. A cast that bounces beautifully. The wall zoning some of Secret back, but Arteezy rushes in. He tanks the Rocket Barrage. He's got to blink away and blinks to the south. That leaves Zai to be left for dead, and he'll be collected in the end by CTY. But oh, they found Kuro. He's way in deep. He does have a teleport scroll. Lift is ready, and they've also stolen the cast. They've got 2 ways to stop the TP. They'll start with the lift, and that's all they need. eHome, it just feels like they're the stronger fighting lineup right now. A pretty decent engagement from Secret, but just didn't have the firepower.
Yeah, this is not where Secret's game is strong right now. They have to just get RTZ that Battle Fury so he can decide to split push, but right now, eHome, they're perfectly content with taking that trade. Even with losing that Night Stalker in the early game, they're perfectly okay with that because it means that Secret are more willing to engage and commit to a fight, which is what they want. They have 0 disables. They've got the Rubik Lift, that's about it. So they have to have Secret, Secret has to be a willing dance partner for eHome to get anything done.
It's been a battle of vision really in both games, but this game, it feels like Secret is falling behind in the vision department here. They've only got 1 ward on the map, still every Dire Tower alive. The traps and deep wards continue to pile up, and you just toggle the Fog of War for eHome, they see almost the entire Radiant Woods, and their own Woods a bit less vision there, but they've got the towers up, so they've got control, and now they'll grab another tower. They also get their own mech, this to match what S4 has. So when it comes to team fight, eHome are ready to rumble. They're moving on towards mid. Arteezy looking for split push, but he's not the Shadow Fiend type of hero that can quickly bring down the tower. He's going to blink into the enemy woods and just wants to keep the farm up. He knows the Battle Fury is the key. Slow the game down and buy time, but guess what? There's vision. It's on Puppey, and swarming in his eHome. They may even run into Arteezy here. He blinks out. Oh no, Arteezy, this could be a devastating retreat. Oh, just gets out of range of the cooldown. Can he make it out? Puppey, he'll be the man left behind for now. S4 not even going to try to help him. Death by the Fade Bolt. They still hold the level 4 paralyzing cast. Will they find Kuro? The TP out. Homemaker. No vision on him, but the pressure mounts bottom. Arteezy. Oh, 43 HP. Now Kuro. Even when they survive, it's only barely. He wants this Battle Fury, but the pressure on the map is there for eHome.
Yeah, they've got wards in their own jungle. That sentry to follow up too. It's pretty surprising that they decided to place it there, but clearly it pays off because they know if they're pressuring Arteezy's jungle, he's just going to rotate to theirs. So they're placing wards on both sides of the jungle just to make sure that the Battle Fury is slowed down as much as possible. And even if he gets to the Battle Fury, they want to be able to pressure him and just force him out of whatever section of the map he feels comfortable in. They're going to start to get aggressive real soon because CTY just 200 gold off of that Desolator, and once he grabs that,
then Anti-Mage dies in those exchanges. He dies on probably 1 less hit. It's going to put even more pressure on Arteezy to be careful. Calldown will come top lane and they go onto S4, even through the mech. He may drop here. Requiem is baited out, and they beat a retreat with the Requiem down now. Opportunity may beckon for eHome to move in even deeper. But you wanted to see pressure. They had a lineup that could rush in and put a lot of pressure on the map blitz, and we are seeing it through vision, through hero movements, through smokes, and again they're moving forward. Onto Kuro, back into the creeps. Cask is going to stop this. Maybe Zai can turn it around. He's looking for the call. He's almost got his blink. Can't quite find the opening. See Arteezy also forced back. Battle Fury calling his name, and he is going to get it along with the Blink, but he's still got to farm that next item before he really comes online. In fact, they expect him to be at this camp, and Lanham is right about it. Arteezy silence, hit TP out. What a reaction, but not enough! CTY slams the door with the Deso, and we see the anti-mage, not the most combat-worthy hero this early on. He's just not getting the space he's accustomed to. Now the Blink forward side, trying to throw DDC back, throws at the Battle Hunger, he retreats, but good luck, my friend. Call-down's there, maybe? Should take down to this. No, the people! Don't tell me he lives! Don't tell me he lives! No mercy, he's dead. But that's just a Rubik.
It's not too big of a deal, and Secret, they do respond and finally get something off the map, and Arteezy, he's still a little bit further than away from the Battle Fury than he wants to be, and eHome showing themselves on the map just so CTY can go for the solo Roshan, finds a really fortuitous DD rune at the same time, and this is going to be such a huge experience lead and farm lead for him.
And that's almost the Blink as well, if he wants it.
And once he gets that Blink, it's going to be a guessing game for Arteezy, because if he misplaces his Blink, CTY is going to run you down and pretty much two-shot you.
And he still doesn't have the Battle Fury, and I mean, the risk is, the issue is, if you hold the Blink, you start to lower your farming speed by a substantial amount.
At top, Zai's ready for this.
They're looking for the jump in. They've got the Blink call. It's on to ZYF to go. The Death Ward to follow, but instantly canceled by RTK. Medical assistance has arrived, and they're going to turn it. eHome now hunting for S4. The TPL will be canceled. No Void. They got him. He's down as well. 3 crumble. ROTK, the man of the hour, saving his team and turning the fights in Arteezy now. He'll be pushed off the lane. He's not going to be allowed to farm. He still doesn't have the Battle Fury. It's on its way now. Boy, he's going to have to dig deep if he wants to turn this back.
It's not even really the individual stars from eHome that are really making a difference. It's their supports. This ward allowed them to see the Axe jump